Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is a super special Friday for us here for a number of reasons, just related to vacation coming up and family reasons. And, it's Friday. So I'm getting off to a little bit earlier start, feeling energized to get going for the day. And it was funny, as I was bringing my son to school this morning, he was saying, yeah, this is a super special Friday. It's triply special. He's 10, by the way. So it's triply special. It's quadruply special. Actually, and he learned a new word, quintuply. Quintuple. It is a quintuply special Friday for a number of reasons. So I encourage you, I challenge you, think of all the ways that this Friday is super special for you, um, and and teach your kids a new word, or teach the ones around you a new word. So today's topic is money, and I've certainly talked about money before on these chats, on these shows, and it's usually in the matter of salary and things like really owning your worth and self-promotion. And it's been a while since I've talked about money beliefs and beliefs around money. Your beliefs, not other people's beliefs, not other people's money, but your beliefs around your money and the money you do earn and the money you have the potential to earn and bring into your life. So what I found, and this was the case for me, and you know what? Those negative money beliefs, those disempowering money beliefs still pop up for me, sometimes surprisingly so. We've built a 6-figure business. We're on the road toward building a 7-figure business and joining the 2 Comma Club. And so in a certain sense, I think, oh, all those negative money beliefs are just, they're squashed, they're gone, right? But no, actually, they're sneaky. Any negative self-limiting beliefs can be really sneaky that way, and they kind of pop up on you when you don't really kind of realize it. But one of the things that I've noticed for myself is I have gone on the journey toward upgrading my own career, but also certainly in helping our clients to really transform their careers, is that a lot of people, like virtually everyone, I would say, have negative beliefs, disempowering beliefs, self-limiting beliefs around money. And so it's a question to ask yourself to start with. Is you can ask yourself, do I secretly hate money? Or if you want to flip it around to more of the positive, do I love money enough to earn 200K, to earn 300K, whatever your salary goal is, your stretch goal? Do I love money enough to earn $200,000 a year as a tech manager? And see what comes up. What are your money beliefs, and which ones are empowering and which ones are disempowering? So here's some examples of what I mean by empowering versus disempowering money beliefs. So I have some of them below, in the text below. So do you truly believe that you deserve abundance? That I am, this is an empowering belief. I am absolutely open to receiving more monetary abundance, to receiving more money in my life. Come on, money, bring it on. I love you. And when you get more money and it's awesome and it's a celebration, and you're like, wow, cool, I get to log into my checking account, and I get to, figure out how to get resourceful with this money, how to spend it, how to save it. And is that how you react to the, and are those your beliefs and are those your feelings when more money comes into your life? Whether it's in the form of a paycheck, a tax return, a gift from someone, a bonus, whatever it is, whenever money, one of those rebate checks, whatever it is, whenever money comes into your life, what comes up? Is it like, thank you, thank you, thank you for this abundance of wealth that I am receiving? Or do you feel icky? Do you feel frustrated? Like, I'm getting my bonus this week. It's probably just going to be another 5%. Ugh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, man. Now what am I going to do with it? Ugh, it's only like $2,000. I was expecting it to be 5 or 10. Oh, so it's not going to go as far as I thought it was going to be. Or where's that darn rebate check? I filled out the form for that. Like so many, oh no, here's the rebate check, $100. Great. So now what am I going to do with $100? Icky or frustrated, or like you're just negative. Like you want that money, yeah, but when you actually get it, you don't feel good. Or it's like, oh, wow, I'm making too much money. I know a lot of people that are like that too. Like, I'm making too much. And it could be like, I don't deserve it. You may have some sneaky underlying beliefs that may have been built in childhood and created when you weren't even aware of it. You weren't even consciously aware that these beliefs were built. So do not go on a shame or guilt trip about this, because it happens to everyone. We do it unintentionally. We do it unconsciously. But then the question is, what do you do about it? Do you let that disempowering belief stand and take your power away from you? Or do you shift it? Do you shift it to something that's more empowering? So you're human. You're going to have disempowering beliefs. It's part of who we are. It's part of our flaws are part of what make us beautiful humans. But what separates the people who really, really make it in the world and are super successful and are thriving and are making a lot of money, it separates those people from the people who are just kind of living mediocre lives, mediocre careers, just getting by financially. A lot of times it's beliefs about money. Listen to people who make a lot of money, whether you agree or disagree with them, right? Listen with an objective ear. What words are they using around money? Most of the time, it's empowering. It's, I love money and abundance. The universe's wealth flows to me in avalanches of abundance, stuff like that. Yeah. Bring that on, right? Versus, I don't want any money. I don't want to look at my checking account. Ugh, man, I don't want to look there. Ugh, it's just depressing. So sometimes people feel like they're not deserving of it. Like, I don't deserve this money because of a sneaky belief that may have been planted unconsciously when you were 8 years old. And sometimes people are like, it's too much. I don't like, oh wow, there's too much here. And I'm a little scared. It's almost like, and I've experienced this too sometimes. And my parents are ones who are like this. And so I know that this came from them, is like this sort of, that we want more security, right? For a lot of us, security is like the number one thing we crave. And so like, okay, financial security means having more money, right? But like, as more money comes in, you get more scared. You get scared you're going to lose it. Like, has that ever happened to you where you're getting more and more money, or really more and more of anything in your life? Like sometimes that happens in relationships too. Like you want love and I want more and more love. And then as more and more love comes into your life, maybe you're developing a more and deeper relationship with someone, and then you get scared you're going to lose it. And so what happens there is like, it's kind of like, I don't deserve it, or what if I lose it? And then that goes into this negative cycle of negative beliefs, and you're not going to bring more money into your life. Like I know people who are scared to have too large of a bank account balance, so they'll spread their money between like 4 or 5 banks. There is a thing that's called the FDIC, and it's, it's insured. Your money is insured. And it's usually up to, I think it's $100,000, right? But I know people who are scared to have more than $5,000 in their bank account, right? So they'll spread it out, so they'll have like 2 different bank accounts or 3 different bank accounts or whatever it is, because I don't want to have all my money in one place. and this can come from, especially where you grew up, the banking crisis, banks fall. Oh, and what if the bank crashes and loses all my money? Like, but is that a way to live, really, in fear that you're going to lose it? Like, so if this all feels at all like familiar to you in some way, then the question is, what if I changed that belief? Because it's your belief. You can change it if you want to. What if I changed it to something more empowering? What are some other examples? Yeah, so I have some examples below. Do you realize that your paycheck is a reflection of the value that your employer believes you add at work? Or do you think as paychecks go, you get what you get and you don't get upset? I've definitely talked with potential clients and clients who have that negative money belief around, well, yeah, you get a paycheck. You check in and you check out. Especially if you grew up in a household where maybe parents or other family members were clock workers, maybe blue collar, maybe manufacturing or something like that, where it's like even the idea of negotiating for a salary, it would be like, no, oh my God, no. You are grateful for even getting a paycheck. Don't you even ask for more. You check in, you check out, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. But you gotta ask yourself the question, if I believe that, is that serving me? Is that helping me get to my goals? Or would it be better to believe that a paycheck is a reflection of the value that my employer thinks I add? And that I can change that perception by adding more excellence, by adding more value and by evangelizing that excellence. So it's kind of just checking in on that. So another one that comes up a lot is, do you believe without a doubt that you deserve to get paid $200K a year as a technical leader? Or do you quietly think that earning that much makes you greedy, slimy, money sucking? So here's another way to check in on your own beliefs about money, because often when we think about ourselves and what I think about myself, if I earned more money, that can get a little tricky because we get in our own heads. So another way to check in on this is to think about what are your beliefs about other people who have money, rich people, wealthy people, people who have a lot of money. Whether it's people in your family, you could think of somebody in your family who might be wealthier than you are. Or it could be someone who's like a friend or a colleague, someone at work. Think about your boss or your boss's boss who ostensibly make more than you do, and in some cases a lot more than you do. Or you could think about, celebrities or other really like public figures who undoubtedly make a lot of money. When you think about that person, if you think of one person who makes a lot of money that you might have some kind of negative feelings about, right? How do you feel about that person? That person's making a lot of money. And I think this exercise is especially helpful when it's someone that otherwise you admire. Right? Because it's tricky when it's someone like, oh, that person's just a scumbag. They don't deserve it anyway. Right? It's more helpful to think about it when it's someone who you actually admire. But when it comes to their money, negative stuff comes up. You're either jealous or you're like, man, this person would just be so wonderful if they weren't so wealthy. This person would be a great person if they weren't so rich and didn't always talk about money. And didn't always talk about how much money they were making. Oh, can't this person just stop talking about how many commas are in their paycheck? But other than that, like you see this person as maybe even as an inspiration to you in some ways. So how do you feel about other people who make a lot of money? What are your beliefs around that? Do you think that in order to make a lot of money, you have to be greedy, slimy, money sucking? That that's the only way to do it? Because certainly we can come up with a ton of references for that, a ton of evidence that that's one way to make a lot of money, is to screw people over and to be icky and dirty and slimy and not of integrity and to break the law. Sure, that's one way. And that's the stuff that we're inundated with. Because so again, it's not your fault if you have some of these negative beliefs, because that's what we're fed through our Twitter feeds, through the news, through all the other places, are all of these nasty stories about people stealing money and being greedy, and just otherwise breaking the law and not not being above board at all, and like screwing people over. But what we have to do, and what we have to intentionally do, is think of the cases where there are people who you admire, who make a lot of money. Like, in your estimation, make a lot of money. How did they get there? What do they believe? And that's also a way to check in on your own beliefs about money as well. So I think it's pretty obvious in talking about this that your beliefs around money are going to really play a huge role in how much you make. And this is not because this is some, magical manifesty, you have to say, I want to make a lot of money. I want to make a lot of money. I love money. Money flows to me. And that's all you do. And you just do your mantras, and you do your incantations every day, whatever it might be. You do your affirmations. I am wealthy. I am deserving of money. And, all of this, it's not just because you say the words. It's because you take action, that those words, that whatever mindset practice that you have around your money beliefs or other beliefs, that fuels your actions. Because at the end of the day, money is value. It's a reflection of value. Speaking of my son, we were just talking the other day, actually I think it was yesterday, over dinner. I don't remember what brought it up, but he was just like, so, hey, and also, Mom, that's how he asks every question. And also, it's so adorable. And also, why do we need money? Sometimes I wonder, what if we didn't have money? I said, me too, buddy. Me too. and it led to this discussion about how, in olden times, there wasn't always money. It was other stuff. It was ivory, or it was fruit that people exchanged and things like that. But that basically it's a representation of value. That it is our modern day representation of here's the value. So how do you earn more money? You add more value. That's what you do. And how do you add more value? You take actions as a leader that are going to demonstrate that value, that are going to result in demonstrable, measurable outcomes for the world, for your team, for your organization. And that's why the money beliefs are so important, because if you have disempowering money beliefs, you're not going to be inspired to take those actions. So if this is resonating with you, and you know that part of the reason that you're not earning more money right now is because you have disempowering beliefs about money, and you want those squashed once and for all, but also that you want to be able to, as you build new beliefs, awesome, empowering beliefs about money, you want to be able to use those as fuel and have a system and have a structure so that you can upgrade your career in a way that hundreds of other tech managers have as well. And you're going to do it, and you're going to walk your own beautiful, unique path, but you're going to have a system. You're going to have a step-by-step to do it. You don't want to waste all those money beliefs, because sometimes people do have awesome money beliefs, right? But they don't know how to leverage them. The potential's there, but they don't know how, right? What do I do? How do I go out there and network? How do I go out there and show that I'm adding value? And so that's where we come in. We'll help you squash, rip the weeds out, rip those disempowering beliefs out. We'll help you do that, but then we're also going to do more than that as well, because while beliefs are absolutely important, you need to take action as well. You need to have a structure, you need to have a system to make sure that you're getting the outcome that you want, whether it's a promotion or a new kick-ass job or raise, whatever that might be. So we'll help you get there. And so if this is what you want to do, go ahead, book a call with our team, thepeoplestack.com/talk. So we're going to talk about your money beliefs and how those might be holding you back. And we could start to talk about how to shift them. But more importantly than that, we're also going to talk about your larger career goals. Where are you and where do you want to go? And we're going to craft a strategy for you. We're going to craft a plan that includes, if we usually determine that it's necessary, really squashing those negative money beliefs once and for all, and having a mindset practice where if they pop up again, it's like, go away. You're not even, I don't deserve money. No, goodbye. I absolutely deserve money, right? So to have that mindset practice, but then also on top of that, to have the systems and strategies and also the support to keep moving forward and have those conversations that are necessary to upgrade your career, whether they're conversations with your boss, with a hiring manager, with a recruiter, whoever it might be. Because that's like the missing piece that a lot of people don't have is the system, and that's what we have. And so really the outcome of the call is that you're going to get massive clarity and you're going to get massive value out of it. And you're going to end up with a step-by-step structure, some action items so that you can move forward confidently in upgrading your career. And if you want our help to implement that strategy, if you want expert support and expert guide on this wonderful journey toward career transformation, then we can talk about what that would look like. So thepeoplestack.com/talk. That's it for the day. But again, the message of the day is, what are your money beliefs? How are they holding you back? What would happen if you shifted those beliefs to become more empowering? How awesome would your life be if you did that? And really the kicker here is they're your beliefs. You get to choose. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, everybody. We'll catch you next week, next Wednesday for the next video. Catch you later.